How to be a good estimator. So I know that we all strive to be the very best that we possibly can in everything that we do. But in this episode, I'm going to help guide you through the tips that you need to know in order to be a good estimator. Today we're going to go into what it takes to be a good estimator. Now, we've talked about a lot of the fundamentals in our other videos, so I encourage you to check that link in order to be able to watch some of those videos that are going to give you the specific key strategies to becoming a good estimator. But today we're going to hone in on identifying what is going to make you stand out from the rest. I would start with first making sure that you know you. So what exactly does that mean? We have to have certain skills and traits to be a good estimator. And if we don't understand ourselves and know what our good qualities are and what things we still need to work on, then we're going to have a little bit of a struggle getting into that elevated space that we want to be as the best construction estimator on our team. So understanding your own personal skill sets is going to be important. We're going to start this with something called innate and inherent skill sets. This is what you're born with. This is probably what you grabbed from your mom and your dad in order to be able to be who you are. Are you an introvert? Are you someone who is an extrovert and likes talking and developing those relationships? Or are you a critical thinker and a problem solver and like to get into the details of things? Understanding and knowing your innate and inherent skill sets is going to set you up for comprehension of what other skill sets you need to be working on. So the next one that we're going to move into are our earned skill sets. So those are skill sets that we've earned through life experiences. Understanding how life has treated you and how you have been receptive or not receptive to that has created perceptions and beliefs and the way that you interpret things that is going to play right into how you're going to produce an estimate. And then we're going to move into learned skill sets. These are skill sets that we specifically run after in order to be able to learn what it is that we need to know to get to the other side. Our learned skill sets create a bridge of where we're at to where we want to go. So if we understand our skill sets, then we can focus on what is necessary for us to be a good estimator. Once we have those learned skill sets, we can have an appreciation for all of the things that we need in order to grow. To accelerate, we need to be a forever student. We need to love learning, and we need to love learning from everyone. So even if you don't agree with anything that someone says, you at least know not to spend time wasting with that person in the future. We have something to learn from everyone, and I'm so thankful to be able to be here today to be learning with you in order for us to continue accelerating and elevating our growth into becoming a great construction estimator. Well, we deal a lot with numbers. So when we talk about one of the other skills that a construction estimator needs, it surprises some people that it's going to be communication. But communication is important in everything that we do. And not just how well you can speak or how well you can get your point across, but I would argue that listening is a part of communication that is going to be more important than anything else. A lot of times we can listen and hear something and have a completely different interpretation than the way the speaker meant for us to hear it. And so it's so important to know that when we're listening to someone, we need to be listening from their perspective in order to be able to ensure that we're capturing the information the way that they're presenting it. Building our communication skills and our listening skills is going to be very important And it's going to really help us solidify those relationships that we need with our stakeholders, our suppliers, our manufacturers, our subcontractors, our consultants, everyone who's going to be contributing to the success of this project and for our relationships in developing excellent estimates. Okay, this is one that I'm going to tell you that you need, but I'm going to stand in the corner while I watch you do it, because networking is huge. It's hugely important in estimating, but I will say it's a challenge for some of us who are introverts. We have to be able to push outside of our comfort zone, outside of that box where we feel most familiar and where we feel comfortable. Even those of us that are introverts need to be able to step out and develop our networking skills. These are going to open doors for us to identify future jobs, future opportunities that we can have with other general contractors, subcontractors, owners. They may even get our foot early in the door of a project that's coming up, that if we can know about it sooner than anyone else, we can start developing the pathway and the relationships necessary for us to be able to get the opportunity to submit a bid or an estimate. Really understanding the importance of networking is going to be huge in you becoming a good estimator. I know that most of us may have gotten into construction because we didn't like writing essays, we didn't like book reports, we certainly didn't like reading a whole lot, and working on a computer was the very last thing we wanted to be doing. Becoming a good estimator is going to mean that you're going to work out some of those earlier issues in your learning patterns, in understanding that you're perfectly capable of doing all of that. It's just that the way that you were being taught did not match up with your particular learning style. Look, in construction, we're mostly kinesthetic learners. We love learning with our hands. We love learning when we're in motion. When you're in a box with 30 other students, it's really hard for a teacher to be able to focus on the small percentage of individuals who do work well with their hands and learn best through kinesthetic learning. But in Construction Management Online, we're going to show you not only how to learn how to work with computers, we're going to show you how to love learning and accept all of the new opportunities that you're going to open up for yourself, that you're going to learn that these softwares are very similar. And so once you learn one, you're going to know the basis for the majority of the rest, and it'll just be some minor tweaking of being able to learn the features of that specific software. So don't let a silly computer scare you. Jump in there and learn those new estimating softwares. As an estimator, there is a fine line in understanding quality and cost. So you know the saying, you get what you pay for. And so we do want to be very careful in cutting too many corners just to try to make a profit. We need to have fair and accurate estimating in order to ensure that we can provide the quality of product that the owner or client is looking for. When we're a good estimator, we're going to make sure that we're including a balance in the way that we're producing our estimates that allows us to be able to have good quality and still make a profit. The last thing that I'm going to say is that if you want to be a good estimator, there's nothing that is more important than having a construction mindset. There have been things that have challenged you up to this point in time that have directed your thinking that possibly this wasn't for you. But I'm telling you, if you have construction experience and you have a desire to be an estimator, then all you need is a construction mindset. Being able to know and understand that the way things were a long time ago do not have to be the way that they are today. You are capable of being able to do this. I would love the opportunity to be able to mentor you and help you through this through our specific task construction management training courses. We have Skill Builder mini courses available to you in Construction Management Online. Be sure to check our website, Construction Management Online.